Hey E-Gang, so this is my rendition of American curry chicken. I was craving some curry chicken. I can't make it like the Jamaicans, but this is delicious, trust me. So I started by cleaning my chicken in some water and vinegar. I let it sit for a little while. And then I rinse my rice. You want to do this because it stops the rice from being mushy. So make sure you rinse it. And then I went and added some coconut milk extract. I stirred that in. I put about 1 cup of red kidney beans. These are the Goya out the can. You can use whatever you like. I just prefer the Goya out the can. I did a teaspoon of garlic powder, black pepper, and thyme in here, and a teaspoon of salt. I mixed that all together and I let that cook. I went on to season my wings, so I'm using just the Badia curry powder. And don't be scared, you can't over season with the curry. It's not like a salt base, so I used a lot. And then I did a tablespoon of black pepper. I did a tablespoon of garlic powder. And then I mixed it up. Then I went back in with a little more curry and some onion powder. So this is fresh ginger, onion, carrots, bell pepper, and I chopped up some potatoes. I grabbed a glass of wine because, yeah, I like to drink on some wine while I'm cooking. So I rinsed my veggies, of course, and then I went head on to chop them up like so. You can cut it however you like. This is just how I like to cut my peppers and onions when I put them in curry. Then I moved on to my onion. And then I just, for my carrots, I just took off that top layer. You know that top layer is ugly and it's dirty. So I just took that off, and then I chopped them in a angle. I don't know. I just like to, I don't know what it is. I just like to chop them in an angle. So then you want to start with some, I use vegetable oil and that curry powder. I put about 2 tablespoons of curry powder and vegetable oil. You want to burn it. That is the key trick. You want to burn that curry powder, guys. Then I put in some of that fresh ginger and mix that in. And stir that. I let that cook for about 5 minutes, and then I added in my chicken wings. And I let them cook on each side for about 5 minutes. I just want to like saute them before I add the water. Because once you do this, you let that seasoning like penetrate the meat and it sets in before you add the water. I've tried this like without sauteing it versus with sauteing it, and I like it sauteed better. So then I went in, I did a tablespoon of thyme. I'm sorry, actually 2 tablespoons of thyme. You can use fresh thyme. I did not have any fresh thyme at the moment, so I just used Thyme out the can. And then I went in and put in my peppers and onions and my carrots. Doesn't that look so pretty and fresh? I did a tablespoon of minced garlic and just mix that all together. And I'm sorry, I did add 2 cups of chicken broth off camera. And then I'm adding in 1 cup of water. And we're mixing that all together. Then I went in with 2 cups of coconut milk. Don't skip this step, guys. And then you want to mix it up. I did a cup at a time and mixed it, and then I did the 2nd cup and mixed it. This was a pretty big pot, and I did not want it to boil over. I started with, that was about 2 pounds of chicken wings. And I let that cook down, and I added in my potatoes. So I let it cook for about 40 minutes, and then I went in and added my potatoes. You don't want to add the potatoes in the beginning because they'll be mush, and you don't want that. So after that cooked for about 15 minutes, I went in and I did a tablespoon of black pepper, a tablespoon of garlic powder. I did 2 tablespoons of curry powder. You can't overseason with the curry, guys, so be generous with it. I did a tablespoon of Slap Your Mama. It just gives it a kick. You can omit this or you don't have to, but y'all, it just gives it a kick like that I just can't describe. I did 1 tablespoon of Better Than Bouillon, the paste, and then I did 2 tablespoons of salt. You need the salt, trust me. I let that cook for about 30 more minutes, and this is how it looked. So in total, I let this meat cook for about an hour, 15 to an hour and 30 minutes. It was falling off the bone. It was so tender and good. And all the ingredients will be listed below. So by this time my rice was done. It turned out very nice and fluffy, and I just went on and plated it. My gravy was nice, the consistency like I wanted it, and boom, there you go. This is a must try.